Good day, students. It's time to remember and review the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment. First off, it doesn't just start with the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment. We must go back, as you must do in your essays when you write about this on the Regents. We start off with the effects of the Renaissance. During the Renaissance, people began to question the old ideas about the way the universe worked. They developed the scientific method, which worked by using reason and experimentation. We can thank Galileo for such a thing, the father of science. They discovered natural laws like gravity, which led to the Enlightenment. So, of course, through scientific experiments, they recognized that things like gravity are governed by the laws of nature. They are immutable. And so they began to wonder if the way humans interacted with each other were also governed by scientific laws. Famous people of the revolution. We start with Copernicus in the very beginning. States that the earth revolves around the sun. The heliocentric theory. And he was persecuted very much for these beliefs. The church even made it against the law to support his ideas. Galileo, who faced problems from the church for contradicting their teachings. He was one of the people who was charged with supporting and agreeing with Copernicus. And Newton, the laws of motion and gravity. These people changed everything. Now, during the Enlightenment, we focused on using human logic, reason, and the ideas of natural laws to look at government. If laws govern nature, perhaps laws govern the way humans interact with each other. And if we could create a system of government in which humans interact with each other based on these natural laws, then that would be the best form of government. That was the way the thinking went. From these thinkers, we gain the ideas that people have rights and government should follow the will of the people. The will of the people, the will of the people, the will of the people, the will of the people. Democracy. Famous Enlightenment thinkers include John Locke. People have natural rights, and the government is there to protect them. There is a contract between the people and the government, and if the government does not protect the natural rights of the people, then the people can alter or abolish that government. This concept that they are natural is that you are born with them. Just by being a human, you have these rights, and that the limitations that are placed on the government to not be able to take away these rights from you. This is one of the most important concepts. In the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, it does not actually grant you those rights. It specifically says Congress shall not pass a law which deprives you of these rights. Montesquieu, who stated power should be separated into 3 branches to prevent the government from becoming a tyranny. It is very obvious that we can see Montesquieu's ideas ensconced in our Constitution with our legislative, executive, and judicial branches. We can also see this at the state levels with the governors and the state assemblies and senates, as well as the state supreme courts. Voltaire, who believed in freedom of speech, and he criticized the government and the church. He believed in religious tolerance. He believed in tolerance and the different religions working together and living together in harmony. But he had a great deal of criticism for Christianity and Judaism and Islam. And Rousseau, who believed the government should reflect the will of the majority, popular sovereignty. So we can see today that these ideas are ensconced in Western civilization and are held, many of which the idea of natural rights, even in the UN Charter of Declaration of Rights. So this is the foundation for modern Western society. And that's why it's important. And I hope you enjoyed this particular lecture and have a good day.